Lebanon right now, state media is reporting what appears to be another deadly wave of exploding devices. This all comes just one day after health officials there say at least a dozen people were killed and nearly 3,000 others were hurt in an attack that appeared to target members of Hezbollah by blowing up their pagers. Two U.S. officials tell NBC News Israel is behind those blasts. So far, Israeli officials have not commented directly, but Hezbollah is promising to retaliate. NBC News international correspondent Raf Sanchez is live in Tel Aviv for us this afternoon. So Raf, lay out what we know about this attack today. What kinds of devices exploded?
Vicky, this is a very fast-moving situation, but at this hour, Lebanese state media is saying at least 9 people killed and more than 300 injured in today's set of explosions. And while yesterday's blasts all over Lebanon appear to have been the result of exploding pagers, Lebanese state media is saying today they are seeing walkie-talkies, two-way radios blowing up. And again, we are seeing this not just in Beirut, the capital of Lebanon. We are seeing it in the south of the country, near the Israeli border. We are seeing it in the east, in the Bekaa Valley, which is another Hezbollah stronghold. And once again, emergency rooms overwhelmed all across Lebanon with this absolute influx of the wounded. So this does appear to be a second wave of what American officials tell NBC News was an Israeli attack yesterday. We don't know exactly how the Israelis got these explosives into these pagers, but however they did it, it had devastating effects. Vicky?
Raf, it is difficult to know how this might have occurred. We know in the explosions yesterday, the pagers appeared to be linked to a manufacturer in Taiwan, but that company says the pagers were made in Hungary. What are your analysts and your sources telling you about the potential for tampering with these kinds of communication devices?
So this is a very complex, very shadowy supply chain at this moment, Vicky. As you said, this Hungarian company, according to the Taiwanese manufacturers, are the ones who actually made these pagers. But a member of our NBC News team called that company early this morning. They reached a woman who said she was the CEO, who seemed quite shaken to find herself at the center of this international news story, and said that her company doesn't actually make the pagers, that they are intermediaries. So it is not clear at this point who exactly produced the pagers. It is possible, though, that the Israelis, either at the beginning or in the middle of this supply chain, got hold of them and planted those explosives. Vicky?
Raf Sanchez with the very latest out of the Middle East for us. Raf, thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
That don't even look human. Shalom, shalom, Yahshua Allah. I want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakadash, which in the pedigree who be tongues, creating the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to your sister brothers living this truth, and shalom to your brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. Shalom. Now, as you just seen from that clip, no, this is the second time this happened. First, my thing happened yesterday or the day before yesterday, but this is the second attack, cyber attack, in Lebanon using electronic devices. They say pagers. I done heard cell phones. As we just seen in that clip, dude, like he had it in his bag. He in the market and it blew up, and that was just a small stage of an attack. You know, that's that World War III about to bubble up. You see who they blame? They instantly blame the small hatters. Instantly. And I'm like, dang, what Lebanon got to do with this? Like Lebanon getting messed up right now. And if you go onto YouTube, they got hit with like a mini nuke in Beirut, like a couple years back. So Lebanon is in the crosshairs of Iran and the Israelis fighting. And we just seen the results of that. And see, they trying to make it seem like, oh, it wasn't all of that. You know, trying to sweep in the rug. I can show you a video, Yahshua, of them trying to show it looking all nice and cool, but we're going to go watch another video I got. I couldn't even get on the YouTube. I seen it on the YouTube and they took it off, but I found it on the Odyssey, and you really see the effects of, you know, that little attack that just happened. You know, and that's just testing. They're just testing the system, seeing what they can do. They're gonna do it over here in Babylon the Great America. You know, everybody got cell phone, our devices. We got to stay prayed up that it ain't to your head when Esau give out the signal to blow your phone up, because we can have explosives in our phones. I mean, these devils are very diabolical. So all this is gonna lead to, let's go get it. Let's go to Revelation. Cause this ain't nothing but that, and they talking about they trying to hit some, you know, that T group. And I'm like, everything I seen didn't look like no T people, man. Like everyday people. They're just trying to ethically cleanse that place. It must be something real good in Lebanon. This Revelation 11:14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And that's what we talking about. Like, they trying to sweep everything under the rug here in Babylon, Great America, and make it seem like everything all good. But we're seeing all types of war tactics and moves being made that's only going to escalate into war. And the scriptures tell us this next war will be World War III, which at the same time Esau will simultaneously initiate their beast system, which is their mark of the beast. And it's coming quickly. You know, they talking about retaliating. We'll see if they're going to go tick for tack. But nonetheless, it's going to lead to the bigger and bigger and more war until it reaches over here. So, let's go get this clip. We got a clip. They trying to show it all nice and it wasn't that bad. And like this clip right here. But I'm going to show you what it really looked like. You're going to see people all messed up. Man, that mug was like a mini... Man, it had people head, but wait till I show you the real hospital scene of it, Yashrala. But we're going to check this out right here, how they try to show it, and then I'm going to show you the real.
Occupied with treating all those.
Let's cross send live to Beirut, talk to our correspondent who joins us from there, Wahad Taha. Rawad, first of all, bring us up to date on the situation in the country, because hospitals have really been overwhelmed in some places, haven't they?
Over the night, hospitals were preoccupied with treating all those injured people. Of course, mostly Hezbollah members who were holding or using those pagers. Most of the injuries are either in the hands, around the wrist, or in the eyes. So this explains what has happened. So there is some sort of a clear understanding that simultaneously all those pagers received some sort of notification. Once the member tried to actually take the pager out of his pocket, the pager exploded, whether in his hand. If he was starting to read the notification, the pager exploded, leading to serious injuries in the face and the eyes. Or if it was still in his pocket, the injuries were around the wrist and abdomen area. So it was a small charge, if one can say, a very small explosion that either targeted one specific part of the body. In the latest numbers we received from the Ministry of Health, it seems that the numbers didn't increase much since the last count we had last evening. So we know for a fact that there's between 2,700 and 3,000 injuries that were transported to hospitals all around Lebanon. A lot of operations and surgeries went on during the night, in particular, especially amputations for hands and eye surgeries.
Right, we heard.
That's not even at the hospital, Yashra. They're like a blood bank or something. So they're showing you that. I can't even find the reel on the YouTube no more. We're gonna go to another social media outlet, but that's not that's some fake stuff. See how they do this news and showing it like, oh, it's not that bad, you know. But the bad was on there first. Matter of fact, let's go get that. Let's go get that. I'm about to show you it. Now watch this, y'all, Shrala. See that? They overwhelmed that medical system, man. Esau, Esau Edom, so-called white man, hey, they own it. They got to make moves. They're desperate. Their time is short. So they're showing off this technology they got in place. So you got to bring people in there and crack some heads. Now these devils are so slick. They just put some pagers and phones. They don't put a explosive in. So they just make a mini bomb. You get a notification and bloom. That's that cunning hunter, man. That Esau been a cunning hunter, which you might need to go get that. Because we're seeing the effects of Esau, man. That right there is an attack, and it can happen over here. They're just doing test runs right now. But this, nonetheless, will lead to World War III popping off, because events like this is the second time that it got hit. And then what I found out, y'all, so I was reading an article, Iran emissary was one of the people that got, one that had the devices got hit. Or he was around somebody, they just say he got hurt. And Iran is not happy about that. And then you got the small hatters talking about we did it because they some T's over there. Hezbollah. And I'm like, that didn't look like, they look like you hit the people, man. That's what look like you hit. And that's just showing you how Esau Edom is the devil. And his war always in his heart. Matter of fact, we might go get that. I ain't got that pulled up, but we gonna go get that. Because the small hatters saying they didn't do that. But I'm like, everybody's saying you did it. The U.S. saying you did it, which is a first for me. And then you got, their government saying that the Israelis did it. So the finger's already pointed at the culprit. And they talking about, nah, we ain't do that. They said they slick, they sold it through a third party. That's how you know you dealing with the elites when they make moves like that. They sold it through another country to sell it to them. That way you can't blame them. But I'm like, you've been so exposed, everybody just know it was you. Because y'all at war. Come on, Esau. That's why I'm about to pull this right here. This Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. Esau talk like he just the greatest, purest. He'll never do nothing like that. We're great. We're not violent. Everybody else is violent. That's how Esau talk. But war was in his heart. Man, let me tell you, Yashara, Esau loved war. Esau loved to go to war. He get paid off for war. That's what he want all the time. And it says his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Because when Esau come with a treaty or trying to talk a good deal for you, really, hey, it's a declaration of war. In reality. And Esau's about to come. You got something good. He's coming forward and he's going to use force to get it. This devil's about to use force to make that MOTB go into effect. That's why his police division is called police force. Military force. This devil wants to enforce his will onto the world using his military. But we know through the scriptures, Yahushua about to bust that all up. That's why the devil's got to move quick while he's not here, because they got to help him get off. They getting rushed. They getting rushed inside the house. They getting rushed off the pot. So they got to hurry up and do it. So that we're going to see moves like that, and it's going to get worse. You're going to see more attacks. And wait till they happen over here. These people really going to go crazy. They really going to be hollering for them unrighteous decrees and new laws and give up all their rights for the name of freedom and safety. When they say peace and safety. And then they going to jump on these people, man, the elites. They trying to get up a new world order. And the only way you can establish that is through war. So we're seeing it. Straight up war. And then I think, man, it's something in Lebanon these devils want. It definitely is something they want. And when you read the scriptures, you kind of tell. Because Lebanon's all in the scriptures, man. That's a holy land right there. Well, I won't say holy land, but that's a land known in the Bible. Very significant. Close to the holy land. Let me say that. And check it out. Because it starts right here. Really, I can use 16. Because Esau's already, the finger pointed at him as being the culprit. So this is Habakkuk 2:16. It says, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The foreskin uncovered means you've been revealed, dude. We see you. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee. That's Yahushua about to come, meet these devils head up. And shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. So everything these devils gloried in, now it's not good no more. Now they running, I'm hearing them, they love to claim, I'm Native American. You can't be the Edomite saying that. Now it ain't so prideful to be a so-called white person. So this scripture's been fulfilled. I just heard that today. Some crazy stuff happened in my job. So, he coming up talking about, I'm Native American. I'm looking like, you killers of the flower moon type of native. Get out of here. So check this out. In verse 17, Habakkuk 2:17. For the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee, and the spoil of beasts which made them afraid because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land of the city and all that dwell therein. And we got violence in Lebanon right now. You're having that. And it's covering Esau. The finger is blamed on Esau. Amalek, chief tribe. It's blamed on them. And as we know that Lebanon used to be beautiful. That's a good country. It must be something they're real valuable that they want right now. They just doing some ethnic clean. They want to claim all the ancient lands to themselves. Look like what he is trying to do. And I'm looking like, man, you about to be unsuccessful, man, because you can just feel the presence of Yahushua coming back. So this devil, he's fighting against the clock. And as he, come down with that great wrath, expect a lot of injuries and judgment. Because it's really the Lord's wrath that he is bringing. And that's just till Yahushua get here, because once he get here, that wrath going to turn on to him. Like the scripture said, right hand going to go right, head up with Esau. So, I just want to show, man, that's a declaration. That was a strike. That was a surgical strike. Very surgical with devices, man. I'm just like, whoa, this devil he's showing he's cunning, man. So, prepare for him to, be on the lookout for more cyber attacks. And then, the way they do a cyber, you can do it yourself and then blame somebody else. So it's about to get crazy. It's about game time, y'all Strala. You got to stay prayed up, stay in this truth, because it looks like it's about to shift and get wild, especially right before election time over here in Babylon the Great. So with that being said, I hope this has been edifying. I want to say Kwam Yashar Allah and stay locked in, because Yahushua is quickly on the way. Shalom.